What up, my friends? So I needed the bottoms and the tops of my chairs reupholstered, right? I did, most of the bottoms. This top one I did over here, right? But you see, I just pulled it tight and stapled it, which, that looks like garbage to me because it's on both sides, right? So you see right there as well, I believe, right? Oh, no, it's not as bad. Well, yeah, it's there. It's on that side as well. But see, this one here, this side's this is, I probably could have pulled it down more, but I hand stitched all of that. Look at that. I mean, they're kind of bleeding through, but I used a really big needle, but so I did that, right? Got that all stitched up. And when you take these back panels off, and these Belmont chairs, like through these little holes, hair falls through here for decades, right? And these chairs hadn't been opened up probably in 60 years. And then I needed a Santa Claus suit for my window display, right? I did this pom-pom made out of the same fur as the hat, right? This is all hand stitched as well, see? The whole thing, right? The sleeves, stitch the sleeves on, right? The cuffs, the waist cuff, going all the way around the back. And here's the back of the hat. So I had this idea for a couple of years for this anti-Claus Santa Claus display, but yeah, so it's a little slow today. So I finished up some of that, got some of the maintenance done on my windows. It's an old shop, so the top of the windows outside, the framing was all rotted. I mean, this isn't rotted, right? Like I can repair it, but it needed to be all sealed up on the top. Water was leaking through and then coming down my windows over here. This one on this side seems okay. Someone had kind of tightened up the caulking, but I got to redo it anyway. But I start with that one, and I've redone the windowsills out there, but I'm really psyched about this Santa Claus suit that I'm making. He needs pants next, but like people are like, how the heck do you know how to do that? I'm like, I just start and then I figure it out. It was funny. I was at the fabric store with all the old ladies there. We're all shooting the shit about our craft projects for the holiday season, and our gardens even came up, and they were disappointed in their gardens this year. Same thing with me, but it's producing. It's got some stuff, just not as much as last year. And yeah, that's what I do. So like I've been here since Monday. It's Thursday now. Monday was busy. Tuesday was busy. Yesterday was busy. Today, not so much, but I got a bunch of maintenance done. I washed my windows, my whole storefront, stripped that piece off so I can redo it. And, that's my day for today. I'm going home and I'll do it all again tomorrow. But yeah, if you want something done, right, you can either buy it, which, I didn't find too many black Santa suits, right? Plenty of black Santas, just not black Santa suits. But so I make it. I do that with all kinds of stuff. I get an idea in my head, and then I'm like, I got to make it happen. And if I don't make it, I end up seeing it months down the road, someone else making it. But yeah, that's what I'm up to, man, I made this, let's see, this Jesus slingshot, and, I'm always doing something. You know what I mean? Always figuring out some shit to do, some new craft project. Like, this guy. Gave him a mohawk, I had to deconstruct the whole thing. That's the other thing about the chair, right? I had to take it all apart, strip out the old pieces, make a pattern with the old pieces, separate all the seams, and then lay them out on my material. And, it looks pretty damn good. Look at that. These are the original color. These are still original, but these ones aren't bad. But the backs, they were all ripped up, torn up. So was the bottoms. And I fixed mostly all of them. I think this one chair over here, which is kind of, I kind of hold myself on. This is a bottom piece that I'm stitching up now, right? So this is the template for the sides. And then, here's the stitching that I did for one side of the bottom. I'm kind of taking a break because it hurts the hands. But, you know, all in due time. Uh-oh. But, yeah, all in due time, man. And, you know, I like making shit. I like figuring stuff out. People are like, you're sewing? I'm like, yeah. Like, you need a sewing machine. I'm like, no kidding. But I'm going to get one, and then I'll start making all kinds of wacky stuff. All right, I'll talk to you later. Peace, everybody. I hope you're doing well.